Now let's move on to the heart chakra. So your heart chakra is located in your chest, right? And it has to do with your emotions. So a person who has a closed off heart chakra, they're closed minded, they're just closed, and they're also really like just closed off. You know what I mean? They have a lot of emotional issues, they're probably emotionally immature. That's a good way to tell the heart chakra is unbalanced, unreasonable as well. Now, signs for a balanced heart chakra is compassion, self-love, right? So it's hard to be compassionate if you don't love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're gonna be pretty cold-hearted towards the rest of the world, right? The only way I could really see a person having love for somebody that doesn't love themselves is when they have children. And even then, they're not even going to know how to love their children properly, right? Also, a good sign for that is emotional maturity. A person who's just emotionally mature, that's a good sign that their heart chakra is balanced. See, a person who struggles with having deep, genuine connections and relationships and healthy relationships usually has an unbalanced heart chakra, because if you don't love yourself, then it's going to be very hard for you to form those formative bonds and be emotionally vulnerable or available to others. Now, a way that I would say is good to help balance your heart chakra is to practice affection, gratitude, right? Also forgiving past traumas. So it all has to do with emotions, right? So you know those people who are just really bad with being affectionate, even to somebody they're close to or comfortable with. That's an unbalanced heart chakra. Practice it. I say do it, practicing it with people you're comfortable with, or even like pets or animals. That helps. Just that action itself, affection, helps you with your heart chakra. So people who are really affectionate, physical touch, all that, a lot of times they have balanced heart chakras. A lot of times people who are affectionate are a lot of times compassionate people. Like, really think about it. How many people do you know? How compassionate are the people usually that have a hard time being affectionate? I'm not saying for everybody. Like, don't get me wrong. Some people are compassionate for others and just have a hard time being affectionate because they grew up in a family that wasn't affectionate. But this is just a good physical way, using the body to help the soul influence the mind. They all influence each other, but that's a good way to help balance your heart chakra. Forgiveness, gratitude, and being affectionate. Even if you don't feel comfortable doing it with people, it never hurt nobody. Well, that's not true. I was about to say it never hurt nobody petting an animal, but that's obviously not true. But petting like a nice animal.